Good day, friends. Today we welcome you for watching this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe our YouTube channel, Registered Values Club, for getting new professional updates. In this video, we will discuss about the valuation of a cinema hall. So you know, valuation of cinema hall is done on the basis of profit method, which is same one method which is similar to income approach method. So how it will be done, we will discuss about the basics first. Then we will take some examples that will make the things clear. Valuation of cinema, it involves understanding the unique aspects of this business. A cinema is a building used for exhibiting cinematography. Operating a cinema requires no objection certificate from the government, a process that can be laborious and time consuming. The government issues this NOC after considering objections from the local residents and interested parties. After obtaining NOC, detailed plans must be prepared and the construction and permission obtained from the local authorities. Additionally, several certificates from the various departments and the authorities are required to qualify for a license, ensuring the cinema meets safety and regulatory standards. So, what are the required permissions and what is operating method of a cinema hall? Before proceeding with the valuation, you must know these things. So, to obtain a license, the cinema operator needs certificates from the public works department for fitness and seating capacity, the local authorities for sanitation, the fire department for fire prevention measures, and the government electric inspector for the approved plan. A certificate from the Films Division of the Government of India for showing news reels and the one from the Telephone Department for the existence of a telephone are mandatory. So these are the things which person starting a cinema must have before starting a cinema hall. So cinema business operates in two primary ways. In the first method, the owner leases the furnished cinema to a lessee for a fixed rent. The lessee handles all operating expenses, repairs, and maintenance. The license remains in the lessor's name with the lessee responsible for adhering to the license obligations. The second method involves the owner contracting with a party for film exhibition for a certain number of weeks, with the owner taking all the receipts and bearing all expenses. Now, these are the two methods by which the cinemas are operated. In one method, the cinema is given on the lease, and in the other method, the cinema is operated by the owner himself. So, valuation method based upon operating model. So, the valuation of cinema hall will be based upon on which operating models the cinema is being run. If it is run on a lease, as a lease, if the owner has given the cinema hall, furnished cinema hall on lease, then it will be done with the lease models. So valuation in lease model involves assessing the net income of the lessor after usual outgoings. The yield period or years purchase for capitalization should reflect the expected rate of returns and associated uncertainties and risks. And owner operated model, in the owner operated model, the gross profit is calculated from the gross receipts, and then net profit is determined by deducting working expenses and usual outgoings. Capitalizing the net profit with a suitable YP provides the owner's income. So basically method will remain that capitalized value, this is equals to net income multiplied by years purchase, whether it is a lease model or whether it is a owner operated model. In both the cases, you have to find out the net operating income of the owner. So factors which influence the income of owner conducted cinemas, owner operated cinemas. So these are the following things which influence the following factors which influence the income of the owner operating cinemas. First one is amenities. The available amenities such as air conditioning, parking facilities, lifts, and pushback seats significantly impacts income. So, where better the amenities, better will be the income of the cinema. More number of persons will watch the films in such cinemas where amenities are better. And then design and layout. The interior design and layout play crucial roles in attracting and retaining customers. Then capacity. So capacity, more the capacity, more will be the income. So seating capacity of the cinema directly influence the potential revenue. So management, so overall management practices affect the efficiency and profitability of the cinema. Then key aspects of owner operated or cinema valuation. First of all, you have to find out receipt. Gross profit is total amount collected per show, recorded weekly, forming the basis of the revenue collection. From, from the gross receipt, you will calculate gross profit. So gross profit from the gross receipt, you will deduct expenses borne by the contracted party, such as entertainment tax and film hire, etc. These are to be deducted. So remember, the total amount collected per show is gross receipt, but it is not gross profit. Gross profit will be gross receipt minus expenses such as entertainment tax, film hire, etc. That will give you gross profit. And then working expenses. Working expenses cost incurred from the smooth operation in the cinema, including staff salaries, utilities, and maintenance, etc. So you will deduct these working expenses from the gross profit to get the net income. So, alternative arrangement for forced profit sharing, there are different methods. First one is fixed share ratio sharing. In an alternative arrangement, gross income including entertainment tax is shared by in a fixed ratio between the owner and the film distributor, typically 50%. And then additional income, the owner's profit is then determined by adding the rent from other amenities such as cycle stand, water cooler, shops, restaurants, etc. Then income from the slides and income from other advertisement methods. That is additional income of the owner. And then distributors claim if the pictures features top multi-stars and is likely to be hit, the distributor may claim a share of 60%. So then owners claim if the cinema situation and overall stepped up are excellent, owner may claim a higher percentage. So these are the things how the profit is shared in case of cinema house. Then what how the working expenses, what are the working expenses? For this, we will now discuss about the breakdown of working expenses. First one is interest on working capital. The interest on capital borrowed by the cinema owner for running the business and covering the other working expenses. This is first expense. Second is staff employment. The salary is provided, provident funds, gratuity and bonuses by for permanent and temporary and part-time staff, including managers, accountants, and operators. That is staff salary. That is second working expenses. Then operational costs, expenses for telephone, space, stationery, advertisement, and electricity for the cabin and other rooms. Then miscellaneous expenses, these include traveling and license fees and railway freight, etc. So gross income and outgoings. So gross income, the balance between, see here, this is most important in this case. The balance between gross profit and working expenses. So first you will calculate gross profit, then you deduct the working expenses from the gross profit. That will give you gross income of the owner. So there is this is Difference between gross profit and gross income. Gross income is equals to profit minus working expenses. This is the income before considering the fixed costs associated with the property itself. So first you will calculate gross receipt or gross profit, then you deduct working expenses from it to get gross income. From the gross income you will deduct fixed costs from where you will get a net income. So this is a procedure for calculating a net income in case of cinema halls. Then what are working expenses? It is appropriate to fix these expenses on a percentage basis of gross profit to account for fluctuating costs. A reasonable percentage for various items of working expenses with respect to gross profits can be calculated. Then income and capitalizations. So from the gross income, you will deduct the outgoings. Outgoings are usually property outgoings, including municipal and local taxes, insurance premium, ground rent, repairs and maintenance, and management and collection fees. Then after deducting these outgoings, you will get net income. Net income is gross income minus usual outgoings. That will give you net income. So once net income is known to you, you can calculate the capitalized value. For that, rate of interest for capitalized income is directly proportional to the risk involved in procuring the income. Given the risk in the running a cinema, adopting a rate commensurate with the similar investment is appropriate. So how the rate of interest is decided, so it will depend upon the risk in running a cinema, and for that you can adopt a rate incommensurate with the similar investment. So now we will discuss some examples that will make the things clear that how the valuation of a cinema hall is carried out. A cinema is constructed on a leasehold plot on the main road of the town. The plot area being 1020 square meter, the annual ground rent is 3,27,000 and the unexpired lead is 15 years. If the gross receipt and film hire during a particular year is are respectively 96 lakh 72,000 and 36 lakh 72,960, work out the value of the cinema from the following particulars. The miscellaneous incomes from shows, restaurants, slides, etc. is 3 lakh 11,480. Municipal tax is 3 lakh 85,750. Insurance premium is 77,090. Estimated scrap value of the structure at the end of lease period is 15 lakh. Working expenses are 40% of gross profit. Usual outgoings of repairs, maintenance, management and collection etc. 22% of gross profit. Expected estimated scrap value of the structure at the end of the lease period is 15 lakh. Remunerative rate and accumulative rate may be taken as 12% 5.5% respectively. So this is the data. So this is a leasehold plot. Person has taken a plot on lease and there he has constructed a building for cinema and he is running the cinema, and these are the things which are given to you. This is the ground rent he has to pay, and the unexpired lease period is 15 years. This is he is earning 96 lakh 72,000 from the sale of tickets, and he has to pay 36 lakh 72,960 for film hire etc. And other outgoings including municipal taxes, which is 3 lakh 85,000, insurance premium. These are the outgoings, and this is the income from slides etc. So actual these are the income 336 lakh 72,960, third level 11,480, and then this 15 lakh which will be the scrap value at the end of 15 years. That is unexpired period of lease. And these are the expenses 77,019, 36,000 lakh 72,960. Then working expenses 40% of gross profit, usual outgoing 22% of gross profit, etc. So we will calculate the net income and we will calculate the capitalized value by multiplying the net income with YP. So here you will be using YP dual rate because after 15 years the lease will come to an end. So for that you have to take these two values to calculate YP dual rate. So first we will calculate net income. For net income, you know gross receipt during the year is 96 lakh 72,000. From here you deduct the film hire cost which is 36 lakh 72,960. So net difference is 59 lakh 99,040. From here you will add the miscellaneous income from the morning shows, restaurants and slides, etc. 3,11,480. So the gross profit of the owners will be you add all these two, that is will be the gross profit. So this is not the gross profit, this is gross income. This is gross profit. 63 lakh 10,520. Then from here you will deduct 40% working expenses from the gross profit, which is comes out to be 25 lakh 24,208. So gross income of the owner will be 37 lakh 86,312. So see the difference here. This is gross receipt, this is gross profit, and this is gross income. There are three things involved here: gross receipt, gross profit and gross income. And then from the gross income, you will deduct the other outgoings, municipal taxes, ground rent, insurance period, and then usual outgoings. You all calculate. These are the things which are given to you, and the difference comes out to be 29 lakh 96,000 472, or then usual outgoings are 22%. So you calculate this 22%. So net income of the proper from the cinema hall comes to out to be 23 lakh 37,248. So now we will calculate YP dual rate. YP dual rate for that cumulative rate is 12%. Remunerative rate is 12%, cumulative rate is 5.5%, and unexpired lease period is 15 years. You will calculate this value in Excel. You can calculate the coefficient of sinking fund in Excel by using this formula. IC is equals to IMT 5.5%, comma 15, comma 1, comma 0. It will come out to be 0.446. And then you put all these values in this formula. YP dual rate is equals to 1 upon R plus IC. So value of YP dual rate will be 6.05. You calculate capitalized value, multiply net income with the YP dual rate. This is your net income multiplied with the dual YP dual rate. Value comes out to be 1 crore 41 lakh 40,351. So another thing is that after the scrap end of lease, the scrap value of the building will be 15 lakh. It is given to you, but you have to calculate the present value of this 15 lakh. You calculate the present value of 15 lakh at 5%. So you can directly calculate in Excel by using present value formula in the Excel. So you simply put PV in a cell PV, and then you put the required. He will be asking you percentage, and he will ask you a number of years. He will calculate, ask you future value. So present value of 15 lakhs will come out to be 7 lakh 21,521. So total value you add these two values. This will be the total value of the cinema. We will take another examples to make the things clear. Example 2, find out the value of the cinema with the following details. Capacity of the cinema is 1175 seats. Full house income including entertainment tax per show. See here income is given per show. 1,75,000 per show. Income from advertisement of slides 2 lakh per month. Share of the owner from gross income is 50%. Then staff salary is 15% of owner's income. See here, it is 15% of owner's income. Electrical energy, stationery, repairs, etc. It is 35% of owner's income. And then You have to find out the value per seat, assume 40% vacancy per show. So rate of capitalization is given to you as 12%. So this is a data given to you. First of all, we will calculate the value of the cinema, and then we will divide it with 1175 to calculate the value of the cinema per seat. So this is the data we will calculate the value of the cinema hall. So number of shows. So you have to calculate the net income per year. For that you will calculate the number of shows. So value received per show is given to you 1,75,000. So you will first calculate how many number of shows will be per year. So if there are 365 days we know, say, and we know there are four shows per day. So total number of shows per year will be 1460. So total income, assuming full house, means we assume that full house capacity has been used in all the shows. So the total income will be 1,75,000 multiplied by 1460, 25 crore 55 lakh. But it is also given that we assume 40% of the seats remains vacant during all the shows at an average. So we will deduct this 40% from the gross income. So total income will be 60% of 25 crore 55 lakhs, 15 crore 33 lakhs. Then from the income from the slides is 2 lakh per month, and it means 24 lakh per year. So total income will be 15 crore 33 lakh plus 24 lakh, it will be 15 crore 57 lakh. Then share of the cinema owner is given to you. It is 50%, it means it is 50% of 15 crore 57 lakh. So that will be 7 crore 78 lakh 50,000 share of the cinema owner. So out of which other outgoings are to be deducted, 15% of staff owner, it is given 15% of owner's income is 15% of 7 crore 78 lakh 50,000. So it will be 7,78,050,000. Then gross income of the owner will be 1 crore 16 lakhs 77,500. Then electrical and energy, stationery and other expenses are 35%. So that will be 2 crore 72 lakh 47,500. So total outgoings are 1 crore 16 lakh 77,500 plus 2 crore 72 lakh 57,000. So you add all these. So total outgoings are 3 crore 89 lakh 25,000. So you calculate the net profit of the owner from the gross income, deduct the total outgoings. So total net profit comes out to be 3 crore 89 lakh 25,000 per year. So you calculate the capitalized value at 12% in perpetuity. So you will be multiply it with 100 by 12. So the value of the cinema hall comes out to be 32 crore 43 lakh 75,000. For calculating per seat, you divide it with 1175, which is a number of seats.